love you.
Hi, welcome to BD Stroked. Today we're going to be talking about
Memory.
memory, and I just went out of order. Please like and share, subscribe, whatever that all says. Thanks. All right, so where do you want to start?
Well, we can talk about your short-term memory. We can talk about what it's like to go to the grocery store with you and you wander the aisles because you can't remember what I sent you after.
That's common.
It's really common.
And, you know, it's what old people do. It's as you get older, let me say it that way, I often feel like I need a lot of reminders just to keep going.
Yeah. When you came home from your stroke, you didn't have much of a memory of anything. You were, well, truthfully, usually asleep. But we did find that we had to put up different tools in the house to remind you. You'd forgotten you'd had a stroke. You still forget you've had a stroke.
I do. You wrote it on the board for me up there. We have boards all over the house that have notes on them so that I can remember things.
Yep, that is one tool we did find, was putting up a whiteboard in front of his chair every day. We have a whiteboard there. We have a whiteboard on the refrigerator. We had a chalkboard on the back door that he could write "turned off the grill," because you would go out and check the grill multiple times in a night to double check it was off. When you started cooking, again, we got those athletic wristbands, and I'd write on it "cooking" and a red one so that it was alert.
I remember. So if I sat down and I felt the wristband on, I'd remember I had to get up and go check the stove. Mm-hmm. It's been a hard with the memories. Because a lot of times I feel like I'm right, even though you can show me that I'm not. And but in pulling from my memory bank, what we have learned is I don't always remember a memory. Sometimes it's a thought that I put into a memory. Sometimes it's something I've seen and I put it into a memory. The other times I'll put old memories into new spots, or I'll put old memories. Just putting it all together gets tough, but we write a lot down. Everything's written down.
We take a lot of notes, especially if it's something important for you to remember. Like I said, we put on the top of your board stroke and the date, just so you knew, because you'd wake up in the morning and wonder what went on. And if we had a really busy day for him the day before, a lot of times the next day, one, you'd be fatigued, and your memory would go, and you wouldn't remember the day before. And I'd have to remind you while you went out and you chopped wood or you pounded posts in. Anything like that seems to knock the memory out for the next day as well. And brain flooding, which we'll cover in a different video, but that's not fun. But those are the things that do tend to wipe out your memory for a day.
Yep. But the memory, and it also goes to like staying on task. I don't remember what I'm doing, so I end up with a lot of projects going on.
He's a 3-year-old ADD's child.
I have been trying to make the next video for a week and a half now, and we got 12 of them ready to go, but none of them are finished.
Or on the topic you were hoping to cover.
Oh yeah, still this is actually the topic, and all the other ones never made it.
No, but memory is an issue after a stroke. He will literally get halfway across the room and forget what he was going to go get. And I know a lot of older people have that happen too, and some of us are it just happens.
But I
for
remember
him, it happens more.
As most of my stroke, for some reason, I have embarrassment that I had the stroke.
Yeah.
And so with the memories, like a lot of things, I would fake it. I would try to walk through what would have happened if I'd done this or been there, and pretend like I was okay. And memories have been a tough thing and a tough issue.
Well, and with that, it's remembering who people are. We would go to family gatherings or even the grocery store, and someone would come up, and I'd have to whisper to you who they were, so you would remember because you didn't.
That part of my memories come back pretty good.
Yeah.
That I remember.
For family members.
Yeah, family members especially. I still run into people, that say hi at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And who knows? I may not have really known them.
Yeah, they could have been just an acquaintance, but
yeah.
So we've found coping mechanisms, I would say.
Yep.
To get through it, and that's what I would encourage other people who are having that. One, not to be embarrassed about having to put stuff up in our house. If you come into our house, someone who had a stroke lives here. You're gonna see the whiteboards. You're gonna see the memory notes. You're gonna see the sticky notes around. Yep. Sometimes it's leaving a message on the bathroom mirror because that's where we are when we have the thought, or he has the thought.
Well, it goes all the way down, and this will be where we'll end. But this right here is our health Bible. It has everything in it that I would ever need from my stroke, because I can't remember when I get to the doctor.
Yep.
This lets me walk in with ammo, which will be another topic at some point, of being your own advocate, having your information, knowing what you're walking into that room for. So that you can get the most out of health. Yeah. Because it's for your health. Thanks. Thanks for watching For Your Health.